feel like you gotta know how much money is in his bank account to know if he can afford it or not. If your man works at McDonald's, then sis, it's a good chance that he cannot afford to pay the whole rent.
Gotta know when to let go. Sometimes giving up can make it grow. Can make it grow. Can make it grow. Ooh.
Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Jay and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by today's title, we are actually going to be doing yet again another Get Ready With Me chit chat, except today we're going to be doing our makeup on camera. You guys asked for it. Listen, when you see it, don't come for me because you guys asked for it. So yes, we're going to be doing our makeup on camera, as well as I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve this style right here. As you guys can see, I got a trim. So don't come for me telling me I need a trim, talking about my hair is damaged and stuff like that. I knew, and I got it in order. So yes, so if you are interested in seeing how I achieve this look, make sure that you do stay tuned. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like content like this and you want to see more. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, remember on Disney Channel where they used to be like this? And thank you for watching Disney Channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video now. Alright you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to do something that you guys really have been asking me to do. I don't know why. I don't know whose face you guys look at and see as being beat and want to see how it got that way. But I'm going to be doing a semi-makeup tutorial. Disclaimer now. Let me give y'all the disclaimer. 1, I'm not a makeup artist. 2, this is not a makeup page. 3, let me just get into a few things. I do not clean my makeup brushes like I'm supposed to. That's probably why I have Mount Rushmore on the side of my face and I do know it. 2, I don't have a specific routine to get to where I get. It's just like, it just kind of comes as it comes. And 3, I can get you cute, okay? I cannot get you beat, but I can get you cute. I can get you real cute. I can help you accentuate your features that you already have, but if you want high cheekbones, if you want cut crease, you want like the extreme things, I can't help you there. I cannot help you there. I don't have the hand-eye coordination for it. I already think that I'm doing some real serial killer-ish right now just by doing this makeup tutorial, but I'm going to try my best to show you guys how I achieve the look that I do achieve. I do want to go ahead and point out my new Stone Mountain that I have here on the side of my face. I just recently had my cycle and this is my cycle buddy for the month. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I put my hair up. I cannot have hair anywhere around my face when I'm doing my makeup. So I take this little headband that I have here. I actually got this from Forever 21 last year. I got it for my niece for Christmas, but I just ended up not giving it to her because I needed it. But it was like maybe like $2 or $3. I can't remember. So yes, I have a little mirror here in front of me. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Now, listen, I know I ain't the only one. I cannot do my eyebrows on camera because it's something different every single time. Like I don't have, you would think by now I would have some type of everyday makeup that I do. I don't have it. As you guys see, I went ahead and filtered my eyebrows. They do not match. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Sometimes I want them to be really, really archy. Sometimes I don't want them to be archy. I don't even like how they're showing up on camera super dark right now. I do not like that. I don't know, y'all. I just be doing stuff. I really just be doing stuff. But we're about to go ahead and clean this up now. So I use my good old faithful LA Girls Pro Conceal. Listen, don't come for me, come for your mother, okay? I have used this since outlining your eyebrows was a thing. I have been using this same concealer since literally 2013. Of course, not the same exact one, and then I did tone down the color a lot. Y'all remember back when we used to outline eyebrows and we used to use a color that was like 4 shades lighter than us? That was me. I was a part of the committee. So now I got something that's a little bit closer to my skin tone. I actually use the warm honey color. I don't know if this makes any sense to y'all. Hey, it's $4 and some change. Like I said, I can make you cute for less. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I still like to just squeeze a little bit out. I used to put it on the back of my hand until I realized how much makeup I'm actually wasting by doing that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go on with my e.l.f. brush. I got this from Old Navy. It was $1. Literally by the register, you know, where they have all those little trinkets and stuff. I got this from Old Navy. I have 2 of these. Listen, y'all. I've had this brush is probably older than my daughter. Not even gonna hold you, she's 11. See, now I'm starting to see that my eyebrow is a little bit too arched. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows and come back. So yes, so this is our eyebrow, y'all. This is our eyebrow. It's giving Bacon Good on this side and it's giving Sierra a video on this side. I don't know, don't come for me,
Don't come for me. Listen, if you skip the disclaimers, you need to go back. You need to go back and watch the disclaimers. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go in with my NYX. Is that how you say it? NYX Professional Hydro Touch Primer. Again, I can get you cute for less. I do not spend money on makeup, you guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Makeup Forever. This one is Reboot. This one I like it because it doesn't make your face like really, it doesn't look really heavy. I don't like looking like my skin is like 2 inches thick. Like I like it to still look like skin. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I want my skin to still look like skin. Like I'm not going for that flawless finish. Of course, I want it to look nice, but I'm looking for a finish that accentuates my features, not changes my features. I know I got problem areas over here, but on this side is pretty normal, and then also I have natural high cheekbones, so this part is dark already. So anytime I have pimples over here, it just looks 10 times worse. So this doesn't really cover it, but once I do start to contour, you'll be able to kind of see a difference. So what I like to do is I just take a couple pumps of this and put it on the back of my hand. Listen, don't come for me. And I just put it on my face. And I use this for my I have another color that I use for the summer. This is more of like my fall, straight after summer color. I ain't want to be having a whole bunch of, I don't waste nothing. This color is a Reboot Y445. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this in. And I don't know how this is coming up on camera, but in real life it's my color. But do you guys see how this is still fairly light? Like you can still kind of see my blemishes. I believe it or not, actually like that. I don't want anything that's gonna try to cover up. I don't want anything that's gonna change my face. Just make me look prettier. Don't change me, okay? Don't change me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my forehead. So as you guys see, I have a pretty cliche makeup tutorial. Makeup routine. It's pretty cliche. It's one of those things. I feel like everybody watched when Kim Kardashian did her makeup on live, I think, with that Mario guy all those years ago. I've been following the same steps ever since. And I'm so mad because that little tutorial came out right after my prom. And at my prom, I was so mad because I couldn't understand how girls got their eyebrows to look so defined. And I call myself doing my makeup myself. I looked a mess. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go on with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. I use the color Light Ivory. And so with this, I just squeeze a little bit. And then I'm just going to apply it in these areas. I don't recommend that you do this because when you do it, you do leave a lot of bacteria on your thingamajigger. Again, not a professional makeup artist, don't really care. But for you, I don't recommend it. For me, I don't care. I really don't care. So I do that. Because this is cheap, I let it sit a little bit of time because I want it to be able to set in. I don't want to start blending too soon. So I put it up here, put it on the bridge of my nose, and then here. And then I just sit it for a couple seconds, let it marinate. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start to blend in now. I like to start on the eye that I start putting it on first. I don't really, since this is very cheap concealer, don't be so quick to put it under your lower eye, like in this area, because it will crease. Okay, you have to be able to set your expectations for these products. Like, this is not Tarte, this is not NARS, this is not Shape Tape, or whatever the case may be. This is LA Girl Pro Conceal. Okay, do not go quick to go put it under your under eye. You're gonna be looking sleepy. Alright, so I like to just do that. Alright, so for the most part, we are pretty blended out for the most part. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Tarte, and I mix it. I mix the good with the bad. So I'm just going to take this, and I like to go right up in this area. And I always know where to do my contour because it's right where the pimples hit. Right where the pimples hit, every time. So we just go right here. You see? Put it right there. Right there, honey. And I usually mix it with my LA Pro Girl Conceal in the color Chestnut, but I think I'm gonna kind of hold off on it for now. So when I'm blending, I like to start at the ear, like near the ear, and then go and then come back. Again, this is just what I do. And then just come back. Take it up a little bit here, and then just come back down, and then come back. I'm sure some makeup artists are looking at this right now like, girl, you are ruining your face. Ruining your face. And so I haven't put any on my forehead, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and tap this along my forehead. And I'm just going to blend that in as well. And I say, like, if you have wigs and stuff like that, or if you just got straight, like your hair straightened or whatever the case may be, I would just be careful around the this part of your hair, because you just don't want to get a whole bunch of dirt stuck in there. I feel like that's how a lot of girls have like dry skin or acne around their hairline, because you burying that you're burying your makeup into your hairline. And so I'm saying that this needs to be blended out a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So I'm just doing a better job just blending it out all around. But if I could do makeup, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. So now I'm gonna take my same brush that I used to blend out my eyebrows, and I'm just going to take it right around here, because I don't like my nose to be super contoured, but I do like it to be a little sharper. So I just like to take it along the side of my bridge of my nose. I don't want it too thin. I don't want it to give European, but I want it to give like a little bit of definition. And then I just take it right below the tip, and then right there. So it gives you like a little button nose. A little button. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with this Milk Makeup blush. It's like a cream blush. So I just go along my cheekbones with it, just like so. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this in. I use the same sponge for everything. I don't care. Take it up with your mama, don't take it up with me. So I like a bit of a heavy blush. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And as I mentioned to you guys before, I cannot find my powder. And also, I'm not an eyeshadow girl. So what I do is I just, on my eyelid, I just go in with my brush. And I'm just using the Child. This MAC foundation, this powder foundation in the shade Dark. I have had this for way longer than should be possibly legal. So I just put this on my eyelid because I really, listen, I love a good eyeshadow on you guys, but on me, I just feel like my face is too small and my features are too big to be wearing eyeshadow. Like, can't really tell the difference, but it makes all the difference to me. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do, because I don't have my powder, I still need to set this part here. So I just take my, I'm going to remember the name when it's time to edit this. I just take this and then I just go like this. And then I just go here. This is definitely going to calm down the highlight on my face. As you see, this part is still like really, really bright, and this part is more toned down, but it still gives you that same highlight effect. There are certain times when I definitely want to be a little bit lighter than others, but since I'm going out in the daytime, I don't really necessarily need my face to be highlighted to the gods. So there's that. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and go in with my Sweet Peach Glow. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this. I normally, like I said, have a little brush that I use. Found it, my blush brush. This is just another little thing. I think I got this years ago. Everything's old, okay? If you haven't noticed or picked that up yet, everything is old. I don't even know if that MAC foundation is still a thing. Not even sure. but I'm just gonna go ahead and go in. I don't use highlighter anymore. I feel like highlighter is pretty played, but I just go across the both of these because it's a bronzer and a blush together. So I just go in with that. And I told you guys I do like my blush to blush. I like for this blush to be blushing. Right, so there's that. And so now what I'm gonna go ahead and do and make sure I finished everything. I'm just gonna push this forward a little bit because I'm about to spray my face. So I like to go on with the Morphe Continue the Setting Spray, and I really let it spray too. Alright, so I'm just gonna let this dry. I personally don't like to look matte. I like to look like, I like my skin to look like skin. Don't get me wrong, I get why a lot of girls do go for matte, especially if you have like a really oily face and you know it's gonna penetrate through, or whatever the case may be. I just feel like the face is sitting when it's like looking like that dewy finish. That's just my personal opinion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this dry. So now I'm going to go ahead and tackle my moles. I have 3 moles that I really like to outline. My beauty mark on my forehead. Right there. My one over here. Right there. And then my one over there next to Mount Rushmore. Right there. So those are my 3 that I like to do. I have one right here, but it still shows through because my foundation is not heavy and you can still see it. So for the most part, I'm really done with my face. I'm just going to go ahead and put my lashes on. I can do a lot of things on camera. Some of the things I dare not mention on God's YouTube. But I cannot put lashes on camera. So I'm going to see y'all in a minute. Alright, so I have my lashes on now. And so I can say that I am done with my makeup. Usually I'll do like a lip. As you guys know, my lips have a natural brown outline on them. Yes, my lips have a natural brown outline on them, so really I just kind of darken the outline a little bit and then put on some lip gloss, and I will do that actually when we are done with the complete look. So now that we are done with our makeup, let's get into the fun part, my hair. As you guys can see, I actually finally went and got a trim. In my next video, I'm actually going to have a video of me getting the trim. Let me step back so you guys can actually see the trim. Do you see how much healthier your hair will look if you have it trimmed? Insane, game changer. I'm just mad that I took so long. So you guys, I did prepare a topic to talk about today. I didn't even really have to prepare it. I really just got on Facebook and saw the first thing that was on there, and I gotta say, I'm gonna talk about some topics that I am just about sick of talking about. Every time that I get on like social media, every couple of months or whatever the case may be, these same topics come up all the time. All the time. And you're probably gonna guess it. And the 2 topics are going to be going 50-50 on rent with your man, and if me and my friends go out with my man, is my man supposed to take care of my friend's tab? Is my man supposed to pay? So I am going to actually go ahead and get into the whole let me go ahead. The first topic I want to talk about is the whole 50-50 on rent conversation, because I just feel like this conversation, I don't even think it's like a one-size-fits-all answer. I feel like it's a whatever works for you type answer, because I feel like, you know, it's not going to work for every single relationship. Everybody that you come in contact with can't afford to they can't afford to pay your whole rent, you know. And I feel like that's actually in today's time a majority of men. Today, you guys, I'm just gonna be doing my go-to style. This is a style I always love to do right after I get my hair trimmed, because the curl holds so well. Right after you get a trim, you're gonna find that the curl in your hair holds so well. No curl holds good as the curl when you first get a trim. And so I'm actually going to have my my iron on 450. Now the reason why I have it so high is because last night I slept with a bonnet on, baby, and I don't sweated out these roots just about. So yeah, there's that. So back to the conversation, I just don't feel like, yeah, the 50-50 is going to work for everybody. I feel like we shouldn't be so caught up on what works for everybody else. I feel like that's also what's wrong with relationships a lot of times today, is that social media has too much input in on our relationships. I mean, if your man can't afford to pay the 50, if he can't afford to pay the whole rent, then girl, he can't afford to pay the whole rent. I don't feel like you gotta know how much money is in his bank account to know if he can afford it or not. If your man works at McDonald's, then sis, it's a good chance that he cannot afford to pay the whole rent. I won't go as far to say McDonald's, because you got some other high-paying jobs that he just won't be able to afford to pay the rent. Girl, like damn. And then what happens is, a lot of times, you might have people who are in situations where the guy pays the rent because he don't have a lot of time to spend with the girl. Sometimes guys trade off money for time. You know, if you have a man who works a really, really good job and it takes him away from his girl a whole lot, then I mean, he might replace, you know, his absence with taking care of the whole rent. And then not to mention, if he can afford to, then he just might, you know. And then also you have some people who are in different cultures where the man just thinks it's his duty to take care of that, you know, be the provider and do all of that stuff for the family. Like, I feel like you just have to do what works best for you, you know. Now, what was I gonna say? You have some situations where the man might pay the whole rent, and then the woman might take care of like the smaller bills, like the electric bill, or you know, the cell phone bill, or the insurance, or whatever the case may be. I feel like you have a lot of situations like that. In my own personal life, I think I would be like that. I don't want to be in a situation where my man is taking care of every single bill. You guys, I used to work for like I said, the world's most hated company, and I had many times where, you know, spouses would call in after their husband or their wife might pass, and they don't know exactly what to do next because they never had to take care of that. Their name ain't on nothing. They don't know how much nothing costs. They don't know how to even pay it. They don't know where to go, because they just let their partner take care of every single thing. And so it could be good, but it also could be bad, because now your partner's no longer here. Death is a natural part of life. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't something that at our age we want to talk about, but as you get older, it's natural. I mean, somebody's going to pass before the other, you know. It's just a natural part of life. So it'll behoove you to have some say in the bills and know what's going on and stuff like that, instead of just, you know, leaving it to your man. And then a lot of times these guys out here do not be having the best intentions, honey. You might think that he's taking care of the bills and doing everything that he's supposed to do and all that stuff like that, and the folks come knocking on your door and you sitting there looking crazy because you don't left him to pay the bills. He ain't been paying them. Don't leave yourself in a situation to end up like that. Like, I just feel like that would be so scary for me to just okay, no, my man take care of the bills. No, I don't know how much the rent is. I don't take care of that, you know? I feel like that is so scary. I feel like that is so scary. I can't imagine. Now, don't get me wrong. I personally am not a 50-50 type girl, okay? I'm not a 50-50 type girl. Now that I've discussed what works for people and stuff like that, I personally am not a 50-50 type girl. And the reason being is because a lot of times I often date older men. So I just personally feel like, you know, okay, I date older men who got a little something going for themselves. Hell, I just feel like, you know, like, take care of the rent. Like, just take care of rent. Give me the money and I'm gonna pay the rent. You know, you just take care of these bills, man. Like, that's just me, but that's just because that's what works out for me in my relationships. You know, like, I've probably only been in one relationship. I mean, not that I've been in a lot, but I've only been in one relationship where the man was actually just like not taking care of the bills. Like, but that, and I mean, that's because we didn't live together. Y'all gonna hate me. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say y'all gonna hate me. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, take care of these bills, man. Like, you ain't been here all day. You ain't been here all day. That voiceover with Carisha say, he was like, what you want? She was like, I want $2,000. She was like, I know you got it. You've been at work all day. You've been at work all day. I know you got it. So why you don't want to do it for me? Like, why you don't want to do it? Because I know you got it. Why you don't want to do that for me? Like, why you just want to do that for me? My thing is, if it works, then it works. And if it don't, then it don't. Don't go stressing your man out. If you know he don't make enough money to cover the rent and still be able to do things that he wants to do in his life, then don't stress him out. Because when you add that stress to your relationship, you're going to add a strain on your relationship. Like, don't do that. I feel like financial strains in relationships are a real thing. And I think it comes from, you know, a lot of women don't want to have to pay their part. If you listen, you got to play with the deck of cards that God dealt you. If God dealt you a man that can't afford to pay all the rent himself, then that's just a deck of cards that you have to deal with. He might have a ton of other great features. Finances, it's just not one of them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you guys can work together to where he can get to that point or whatever the case may be, but don't force your man to pay the bill. If y'all just got out of college and he just started working for a company and you just started working for a company, don't put that pressure on him to have to pay all the bills. Because you know what that white man could say? You gonna F around and find out. You gonna F around and find out. Because when men have that pressure on them to have to, you know, have all the money and pay for everything and stuff like that, they gonna go through heights to get that money. Next thing you know, you have to pay the rent. You gotta pay the rent yourself and you gotta put money on his books. Now you sitting there looking like boo-boo food. Well, all you had to do was just pay 50-50 the first time. Needless to say, do what works for your relationship. If it don't work for you, then it don't work for you. And that's just simple as it gets. It just don't work for you. When I say, you guys, I love my hair with a cut. Like, it's just, she did such an amazing job. I was a little scared at first, but I told her, I was like, girl, just go ahead and do what you gotta do. Don't spare me. And let me say now, she didn't. She did not spare me. But can we just get into how healthy this looks though? It definitely looks shorter. Oh, it looks so much shorter. But can we just get into how healthy it looks, how shiny my hair looks? Ah! It just looks so healthy. So healthy. I just love this. Love. And you guys have seen me curl my hair like this a million times, but you never see me curl it and wear it down. And it is because my ends were so split. I cannot do hairstyles when my ends are so split. I just cannot do it. So now that I've done this side, I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this side, and we're gonna go ahead and start talking about the second topic, which is, if me, my man, and my friends is there, is my man paying? Y'all already know my answer. Y'all already should know my answer. He paying. He paying. He's our, listen, if me and my man go out and we invite a friend, is she not our guest? She's our guest. I mean, and let me tell you, it's not just that my man is paying. It just goes back to like when me and my friends go out by ourselves. No, let me go back just a second. If my friend wanted to go out and get food by herself, because my friends are baddies. My friends is baddies. If my friend was to go out and get food by herself, then it's a good chance, I'm not even gonna be unrealistic, there is a 85% chance that she would not end up having to pay for her own food. She's a single woman, you know, she's an attractive woman. Depending upon where she goes, there might be a man that's gonna come up and, you know, try to talk to her, and of course resulting in her food being paid for. But because she chose to go out with us, you know, a lot of times when a guy's at the table with two girls, you can't tell what girl he's with. You know, you got some guys that got the balls that are gonna walk up and be like, hey bro, you know who you with, like these you, or some people are in these polygamous relationships where they both his girls, you know. So really, her being here with you, being here with us, I'm not even gonna say her being here with us, you being here with us is cock blocking for her. So why am I make her pay for her own food, where if you wasn't here, neither one of us would have to pay for our food? What am I talking? Hell, me and my friends go out, not saying that this is what we're looking for, and oftentimes we might even turn it down, especially if it's like a girls' night and we don't feel like being bothered. We turning it down, but the offer is still there. You know, it's a good chance if we go out, then we don't have to pay for our own food, our own drinks, or whatever the case may be. You might even have some guys who might pay for it from across the room. But because she's here with us, there's like a 99.99% chance that another man is not going to cover her tab. So baby, do it. Like, why is this even a conversation that we have to have? And I feel like, again, this just all boils down to knowing what you're dealing with. Like, any dude that I'm with in my past, if I was going out with my friends or whatever the case may be, he not coming unless he's ready to pay for the tab. And him not being able to pay for the tab doesn't necessarily mean he broke. Me and my friends go out and we spend money like Russians, especially on Sundays. There's something about Sundays that just make us spend a little bit more money than we would have spent on a Saturday. It's just something about it. You guys know, it's a saying, when women with jobs, wow, that hurt. Women with jobs spend money like crazy. Listen, if you can get the audience of the working class woman, the working class black woman, then you have secured the bag in your establishment. Because we spend money. We do not shy away from spending money, baby. If we don't do nothing else, we're going to have a drink and we're going to have some hookah. Okay? So, needless to say, we spend money real bad. So, my dude, it'll behoove him to stay home. Send me with $500 and be like, hey, babe, no, y'all just have a good time. I'm going to catch you when you get back. That's the best thing you can do. You're going to save so much money by doing that method. But if you come out with me and my friends, or you invite my friends out with us, or whatever the case may be, you're paying. You're paying. And if you don't pay, I'm going to have an attitude in the car. Now, fast forward back to what I was saying. This stems from when me and my friends are out. This is without men. When me and my friends are out, we don't split tabs 99% of the time. We don't split. It might be a case where, okay, well, I'll take it this time and she'll take it this time, or whatever the case may be. We have like a lifelong tab, basically. It's like, no matter how much time goes, we'll always remember who paid last, and we don't never go to argue about it. Sometimes we even get to the table and we fight who has to pay. I might have paid the last time, but because I invited her out, I'm going to pay this time because she didn't have to come out. It's me needing some friend time, you know? And a lot of people might not agree with this, and I completely understand, you know? But when me and my friends go out, that's just what we do. That's just what we do, especially when it's just like two of us. Now, when it's like 3 or more, that's another story. Like, it's been many times I do this thing, I haven't done it in a while, but I do this thing where I take my friends out on a date. Oftentimes I'm kind of busy and I don't have time to go out with each and every single one of my friends, especially since I do have so many friends. So what I'll do is I'll have a dinner and I'll invite all of my friends. I just call it like date night with Jay, basically. I'm a flyer girl. I send out a flyer for every single event that I do with my friends. But yeah, I'll just do like I'll do one big dinner, and then I'll take everybody out, and all my friends now know each other and stuff like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and comb these curls out now. You guys, since I got a trim, tell me this doesn't look so healthy. Oh, I'm gonna tag the lady. If you're in Atlanta, I'm gonna tag the person who did my trim. But tell me, oh, these curls look so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth it out in the front. But what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. But yeah, when me and my friends go out, oh yeah, I'll take them out on a date, and I'll pay for the whole tab. Sometimes the tab might come up to $600-700, but that's just what I do. And my friends don't always come out knowing that that's what I'm gonna do, but that's what I do, you know, because I just see it like I invited y'all out. Y'all did not have to come. It's me wanting to see my friends. It's me, you know, being the clingy friend that I am and wanting to spend time with them. So the fact that you guys are willing to dress up, put on makeup, and find sitters for your kids and all this stuff like that, like, I feel like I have a duty. Not a duty, but it's the least I can do, especially if I'm able to do it, you know? So that's what I will do with my friends oftentimes, and I totally just lost the sun. Wow. Anyway, but you guys can still see for the most part. Probably have to brighten this up. Yes. And so, I mean, but it's not always like that. It's not always the case that I can afford to pay for all of my friends' food. It's not always the case. You guys, doesn't my hair look like it has more volume as well now that it's been cut? Oh, OMG, it looks so good. It looks so good. That trim did its thing. But yeah, it's not always the case where I can afford to take all of my friends out when we go out. It might be a case where I can't even, hell, it's been times where I go out with my friends knowing damn well I can only afford like a salad, and I don't even like salad. But you know what? Me and my friends, we have one thing in common, and that is that we are friends. All of us are friends, so we know ahead of time. So if my friend can afford to, you know, eat how we eat when we all out in a group, she can easily tell me. Also, I'm a friend, so I can tell when my friend is trying to go scamp, or she's just trying to order fries or a drink or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna take advantage of that. I'm not gonna take advantage of that moment to put her on the spot and be like, damn, you ain't got no money. No, I'm not gonna do that. If anything, I might text her and be like, hey, it's on me. Or I don't even gotta put her on the spot. When the tab come, I'm just gonna take it. You know, it doesn't even have to be all that. I feel like, so the conversation, I want to talk about this. The conversation, it was like, okay, if 10 girls go out and the tab comes, it's $1,000, but all you had was like French fries, are you gonna bust it down evenly? Absolutely, we're gonna bust it down evenly.
Let me pop in here really quickly here, just to explain it a little bit better. If you order French fries because that's all you wanted was French fries, that's a little bit different than ordering French fries because you can't afford to eat anything else. We're all here together for an experience, not the food. The food is just a bonus. So if my friend cannot afford to eat other things, then we're just not gonna include her in the bill at all. When the bill comes, she can just, if all you have are fries, then we're not gonna bust that down. Like, no, that we're just gonna add you in, you know, like that's just that, in my opinion, that's just being a friend, you know. And it doesn't even have to be a conversation. Sometimes my friends volunteer the information, sometimes you can just pick up on it, but that's something you just learn when people are really your friends.
A seat at a table with me means a seat at a table with me. What I eat, all my girls gonna eat. Listen, even if I can't afford it, I bet you I'm gonna call somebody that's gonna pull up and pay for it. Like, if we eat it, we're eating. If we drink it, we drinking. Listen, we all get limit drops. The only time that I feel like, you know, the tab should be split a little bit differently is like if I order a round of shots for all the girls. I feel like it is so rude to expect people, I won't say rude, I think it is so crazy to expect people to bust down the round of shots when you ordered it, because you don't know like if that was in their budget. You know, I feel like if I order a round of shots, then we gonna bust it down evenly, and then I'm gonna take the shots, you know. I feel like that's a little different, but other than that, I feel like, yeah, bust it down. Alright, so we are back with the final look. We actually lost the sun really quickly here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my lip combo. I just go in with the NYX pencil, and this one is called Cold Brew. And like I said, I already have like a lining around my lips for the most part. So I just go and like change the color of it because my lining is like really dark brown. So I just like this pencil because it makes it a lighter brown. And I know that it's dull. I actually like the pencil to be dull. There are some pencils that I do need to be a little bit sharpened, but this one I do like dull. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my K Collectives lip gloss. My best friend actually has a lip gloss brand, and then this is just one of her lip options there. This one is called Melanin. That's pretty much what I do for my lip. Let me go ahead and show you guys my outfit. Not that you asked. Let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, so today this is our fit. I got this from Forever 21 last season. I think it is absolutely so cute. It's one of those pieces that you can probably only wear a couple times, but I really do like it. I like how it has like the pockets here and then the pockets here to match. So yes, so this is the look. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little get ready with me chit chat that I had going on here. Again, I did try to do my makeup on camera. Don't come for me if I mess anything up. Please don't come for me, because you know this is not my forte. This is something I did for y'all because you asked. Okay, it's just because you asked. You guys, I hope you like my hair. I just love how it looks once you have a trim. I think it looks just so shiny and so bouncy and so full. It actually looks a whole lot shorter, but it's really not that much shorter. It's just blunt, and this is exactly how I like it. Stay tuned for my video where I show you guys my trim and exactly how she done it and how much she took off. And so without further ado, I appreciate you guys for staying on this long if you did, and I will see you in the next video. Gotta stop doing that. I'll see y'all in the next video, child.